Transformers, more than meets the eye. Autobots wage their battle to destroy the evil forces of the...
Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us. For this special figure showcase, we're going to be looking at the 1985 Autobot Jumpstarters. Only this is going to be slightly different to the normal videos. This isn't a regular review. This is going to be showing and detailing you the main differences between these guys, because these aren't the standard Hasbro ones. These are the Mexican variants of these particular figures. And there's some differences on the figures, but there's some also more alarming differences on the boxes as well. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you a little brief history about Mexican Transformers, because they absolutely fascinate me. So what I've done is either side, I've put the standard and let's use the word correct versions of the Jumpstarters either side. You can see instantaneously that these have red faces, which is the big difference. So very briefly, of course, by 1985, Transformers was blowing up all around the world. It was huge, and Hasbro and Takara had to then entrust other companies to make the figures for them, because again, they just couldn't keep up with demand. So in Europe, we had Sage from France. They made figures for Europe. They even used MB for a bit as well. Of course, in Italy, there was Geek. They were licensed by Takara to make these particular products. And then, of course, we had Hasbro and Takara with the market share. Now, again, lots of the companies made perfect products, no problems whatsoever. But in Mexico, it's safe to say that they ran into a few problems, made a few mistakes, and I suppose that's probably the best way to put it. So we've seen the difference there in the faces and on the actual figures. What I'm going to do now is just quickly show you some of the differences in the particular box. So these are classed as unused content. So let's do a comparison with a standard Hasbro one. So if we bring the Hasbro box over here, unfortunately, yes, this has got the yellow bubble that's literally started to come away, and this one looks like it's coming away. I'm going to explain this in more detail in a second. So the biggest difference you'll see straight away is this one's got the Hasbro logo in the bottom there. This one's got the IGA Plasticos logo there. Now, of course, the language is different because this is in Spanish and this is in English. And then this sticker here, I'm going to explain probably a little bit now, to be honest. So it literally is saying there, safety tested, non-toxic, 1989. So basically, again, because they were making so many and they were surplus, they didn't actually get them out pretty much in time. But what they actually did as well was they used toxic paint. So they were making children's products, children's toys, and they actually used lead paints, which of course is very toxic for children. So what they had to do, in fact, let's just show you what I'm about. So this is as good as I say. This would be classed as 100% unused contents and not even opened. As you can see, there is the inside, the contents of the sealed packet, the sealed stickers, but you can already tell, and I slide this out, that the bubble has literally been cut. So what they had to do, I kid you not, was they had to open them. They had to remove these from the bubble, which I can't believe I'm doing as well, but for the video it should be good. And then they had to check, of course, for lead paint, which this guy obviously didn't have, and he was passed, and then he was able to be sold on. So that's literally what they did. So if you've seen any G1 figures with that particular sticker on, that's what it is. It's unbelievable. It's a Mexican variant, and they literally, as I say, used completely toxic paints that they shouldn't have used. And there's quite a few figures where they had to check and redo everything. So that was one of the mistakes they made. Let's just show you some other differences as well, and I'll see if you can spot the difference before I say it. So the other difference, and this is normal, is that the Hasbro versions had the robot points, whereas the Mexican variants didn't. They've just got the IGA logo there. You may be able to tell from the camera that the print quality here isn't as sharp as this. This looks a bit brighter, but that's because it's a bit more smudged. The box quality of the cardboard isn't as strong as this, so it's a slightly inferior cardboard. But the other big thing is, and hopefully you've noticed it by now, is the tech spec. So just in case you forgot, we've got Twintwist there. There he is in the box. And there he is in his tech spec, whereas in the Mexican, we've got Twintwist in the box, and it does say Twintwist on the back of the tech spec, but as you can see, that is topspin. And I suppose, yeah, just to prove that that's what they did, here is, of course, topspin. And again, you can see the bubbles being cut on that side. And then if we spin it around, that is topspin, but with twin twist inside. So as you can see, it's safe to say that they did make a few errors along the way. So maybe it wasn't the best decision that Hasbro and Takara made to entrust the IGA Plasticos to make their figures for them. But there you go, guys. The figures are, as I say, still all the same. The transformation process is there. You'd pull it back. It probably won't work on carpet, or probably won't work at all now I've just done that. Yeah, it does. But there you go. So the toys were pretty much the same. I've done quite a few more videos on Mexican variants on this channel, if you'd like to check out the Mexican variant playlists, just to see some of the crazy things that they managed to do, and I suppose the things that managed to get off the production floor, which is the thing that always shocks me the most. So there you go. I hope you found this interesting. Leave your comments for me. Let me know if there's any other figures you'd like me to showcase. Again, there is a Mexican playlist on this channel, and I'm going to try and document as many of these figures as I can find. Thanks very much for watching, guys. Take care. Thanks for watching. Like and comment, and don't forget to subscribe.